Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing my October Boxycharm box. If you are not familiar with what Boxycharm is, it is a monthly subscription service where you receive 4 to 5 full-size beauty products, and the products all added up together in the box make a minimum of $100 value. The box is $21 a month, so you're getting a great deal with this. Let's go ahead and open this box up and see what is in here. When you open it up, this is what it looks like, and it always has this little card with like a theme on it. So the theme of this box is After Dark, and it just tells you all the products and how much they cost and everything like that. So the way I always unbox these is I just kind of grab the products as I would use them in my routine, and I demo them out and talk about them a little bit. So the first thing I'm seeing right here is kind of like a skincare makeup item, and it is the Touch in Sol Pretty Filter Glassy Skin Balm. It says it's an ultra hydrating priming skin balm with a sensational smooth texture that melts into your skin and creates the ultimate glow that lasts throughout the day. And it says it retails for $32. And it does have like a cream like texture. I have no idea how much of this I actually need to put on my skin, so I grabbed a pretty generous amount. Alright, so it feels really nice, and it has like a really just clean smell to it. I imagine this is one of those products that you can wear with or without makeup just to give you like a healthy kind of look. It does make you look really glowy and just very healthy and like hydrated. If you were oily, I could see possibly wanting to avoid this product or being very careful about where you place it. I personally have dry skin, so I like this kind of like shiny look underneath my makeup. And I will say it does feel tacky, so I can't see this being a product that I put all over my face. If I'm not about to put makeup on, I would like pretty much focus it on like the high points or something. I wouldn't put it like down here or anything. It does feel like a product that I would prefer putting makeup on top of. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my foundation on, and I'll be back to do my concealer because the next product in the box is a cosmetic sponge. So I'm gonna go ahead and go do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I finished up my foundation, and I will say that I love how like glowy and healthy my skin looks underneath. Now normally I can achieve this look with like my normal primers, but I didn't go in with any of my other normal like glowier kind of healthy skin primers just because I really wanted to see what this did, and I love the look it gives my skin. It just makes it look so hydrated and healthy and glowy. So far I'm really liking this Touch in Sol Skin Balm. It didn't, you know, make my foundation go on any different or anything like that. The next product is the Illuminati Cosmetic Sponge, which I did go ahead and already wet it. It says it's an edgeless, reusable, high-definition cosmetic sponge applicator, and it retails for $21. I do really like how this sponge feels. But yeah, I mean, it's blending everything in really well. It's not like picking up my makeup or anything. The only thing I could really complain about with the sponge is that I do feel like it kind of dried up pretty quick. But yeah, I really do actually like that sponge as well. Alright, so I went ahead and bronzed up my skin, did a little bit of contouring, and added my blush because the next product is a highlighter. This is a Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. Now I have another one of these, the Gilded Honey shade, and that is one of my favorite highlighters of all time, but I've never tried this shade, and it is in the shade Diamond Dust. And this highlighter retails for $26, and I absolutely love these highlighters. So this is what it looks like. I feel like you have to be kind of careful with this kind of shade of highlighter because I feel like it could give you a like white cast really quick. So I'm going to go in very lightly with it. Even with my fair skin, I'm still going to go in very lightly with it. It does have like this like pink kind of reflect to it. So normally this would not be like the shade of highlighter that I would reach for. But I do feel like there is a time and place for them. It's just not like in my day-to-day makeup routine. So yeah, it's very pretty. You can, at least in person, see that it has like a pink reflect to it. And as you can kind of tell, you really, I feel like, could get like that like gray cast very, very quick with this kind of shade of highlighter, but it's still pretty. I'm so happy the next product is a lip gloss because my lips are so chapped right now. I couldn't even imagine putting like a matte liquid lipstick on them. But the next product is the Iconic London Lip Plumping Gloss. All right, so it says Iconic Lip Plumping glosses are the ultimate combo of non-sticky gloss and plumping power. The high shine formula is infused with biometric peptides which help support natural collagen production for a more defined and voluminous looking lip. And this retails for $26. And it is in the shade Nearly Nude. It smells very minty. So it's a really pretty color and it does have a nice shine to it. And it's comfortable, it's not like sticky or anything like that. It does feel a little like, I don't want to say, it's not like it's tingling, but it has like a cooling, like minty kind of feel. Obviously, since I still have to do the eyes, I will have time to like kind of see how it works and like let it set in more. The only thing is I don't know if it's just the applicator, but I felt like I had to go into the tube a ton to get my lips covered, like at least 3 times for each lip. So if that's something that bothers you, that's something to keep in mind. But I'm gonna go ahead and start on the eyes while this sits, and then I will let you guys know if I notice any like plumping to it. The next product I'm really excited about. It is the Dose of Colors eyeshadow palette, and it is a 5-pan eyeshadow palette and it retails for $32. I got the shade Baked Browns. I've never tried their little 5-shade eyeshadow palettes, but I've heard really good things about them, so I'm super excited to get this to try out. This is what it looks like, and it does have a little brush with it, which this is a really good, just like simple everyday kind of like neutral palette where you can make a really light look or a really deep look. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the shades, and I will say they feel super creamy. This is the shade Tea Light, the shade Deserted, the shade Outdoorsy, this is Cherry Wood, and this is Rock Bottom. So just really nice, simple, neutral brown palette. And I don't know if I already said this, but they are all mattes. So the only thing I will say is I like dipped my brush in it and it picked up so much product. So you definitely want to tap this out. And there is a lot of kickback in the pan. So maybe just keep that in mind, like dip your brush in pretty gentle. Again, it doesn't really bother me, but I always like to mention it because some people don't like palettes that do that and some people do not mind. So now I'm dipping into the shade Outdoorsy, and I'm gonna start blending that in the crease as well. Pretty much the same spot that I put that first shade. Now I'm taking the shade Cherry Wood from the palette very lightly. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that on the outer corner. And then what's left with my brush, I'm just gonna start blending forward. Alright, so I'm gonna take the first shade Tea Light and pat that on the lid. I'm gonna take that little brush and the shade Rock Bottom and Cherry Wood and blend that along my lower lash line. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some mascara to my lashes, and then I'll be right back to give you guys my final opinions on everything in the box. Alright, so this is the end of the try on. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of go through everything and tell you guys like my final thoughts on it. The eyeshadow palette is so good. It's just such a good, simple palette to have like lying around, or if you're traveling or something like that, because you can make a really light look with it and you can make a pretty dramatic look with it. So really like this, and I'm gonna definitely continue to use this. Again, I really like the sponge and I'm gonna continue to use it. And then for the Glassy Skin Balm, I really like this stuff. It just gives you that like really healthy, hydrated look. I didn't find that I look oily or anything. Now, like I said, I have dry skin. If you had oily skin, I think I'd be a little more like careful like where you place it. I would kind of like target areas versus just putting it all over your face like I did. But this stuff is so pretty, so I'm definitely going to keep using this and testing it out. The lip gloss, I never noticed a like huge like plumping effect like you do with like the Too Faced like lip injection or anything like that, but it did give you this like more like filled in look. So yeah, I really like it. It's a really easy gloss just to kind of throw on top. It's comfortable, and yeah. But if you are looking for a gloss that's gonna just like make your lips look noticeably bigger, this isn't it. I would just say this kind of made them look a little more like filled in, like you just don't have as many like lines on your lips, if you get what I'm saying. The Laura Geller highlighter, I love the formula of these highlighters. The color of this one is definitely not my favorite, but I do love the formula. And again, I feel like there's a time and place for these colors. It's not a bad highlighter, it's just not like my favorite highlighter in the whole world or anything like that. That was the end of the box, and my box equaled up to $137 in value. So great deal. Honestly, the Dose of Colors eyeshadow palette was worth it to me, and this cost $32 and the box is only $21, so great deal right there just for that. Alright, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give a thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my other future uploads, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.